All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live for Wednesday's product research. My name is Chris. This is the Freedom Club's product research for Wednesday. If you are looking to find your first winning dropshipping product, or maybe your next winning dropshipping product, this is the hour of power for you. We've just invited all my students into this call. I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to jump on in. In the meantime, just let me get my windows arranged here. Oh, I should have changed the name of this on YouTube. Let's go do that now. For those of you who are new, feel free to please jump in the chat. Let me know who you are, where you're from, where you're up to in the course. That would be great. Don't be shy. If this is your first time on this call, you have to say something. That's the rule. That's the only rule we have. All right. I think we're ready to roll. All right. Let's do this. So before we get started with today's product research, just an announcement. The Freedom Club is now doing done-for-you dropshipping stores, which means if you just want to cut through all the BS and you don't want to take a risk, you just want to have someone do the whole thing for you, we are willing to do that. And so we will build you a store from scratch. We'll do all of the logos and the colors, build you a profitable store. We'll help you choose from a small selection of products that we know will work, that no one else is scaling. We will create your ads, we'll create your UGC, we'll create your images, we'll even set up all of the ad structure for you and run the ads. And when it's profitable, hand it over to you. If that sounds like something you want to do, you can have a chat with me. All you need to do is book in a time with my Calendly, and we can discuss what that looks like, how much it costs, whether or not that's the right choice for you. Veronica, hello. This is your first time. This is your first time here. You're beginning in the course. Congratulations and welcome, Veronica. Dina recently joined. This is your class. Welcome, Dina. Jennifer just started. This is your first meeting. You're having your first meeting with Jimmy tomorrow. Fantastic. Well, guys, my name is Chris, and I guess you've never met before. This is your first time, or maybe you've seen my videos, but I am the head of education here at the Freedom Club. I have made over $15 million over the past 8 years of my e-commerce life. I live and breathe dropshipping and e-commerce every day. This is my life now. I will share my screen. Just give me a second here. Yomo, good to see you again, my friend. Every time I go live, Yomo is there on YouTube watching away. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you a lot. All right, so my store, for those of you who are new, my first successful store is Homecraftology. We've sold 150,000 plus of these kits, and I have had customers buy 40, 50, 60 times from me. So this was the first time. I made stores before this one, and they did okay. This was the first time that everything clicked when I built my first customer-first brand. And it's been a wonderful e-commerce career ever since, full of ups and downs, full of challenges, full of things to overcome. But I'm here now and here to help you guys have the same kind of success that I've had, because this, ladies and gentlemen, pays for my lifestyle. This pays my rent, pays for my kids' educations, pays for all my bills, and allows me to sit back and have the lifestyle I want, which is being completely and utterly surrounded by e-commerce every second of the day. There's not many people out there who get to tell you that they're living their dream and doing the thing that they are most passionate about, but I am one of them, and e-commerce is the thing I'm most passionate about. So we're going to find you a winning dropshipping product. I'm going to give you a link to my personal winning dropshipping sheet. Now, this is not the one in the course. This is an additional one that I manage. It's here in the chat for anyone who wants to grab it. Just click the link and you'll be able to jump on in. Now, there is a lot of products here, and they're color-coded with red, avoid them, orange, allow me more time to do some more research on that particular product or that particular competitor. A white product is good. You can go for it right now. A green product is even better. In a sense, it's an easy win. Easy win means you can probably spin this store up within a couple of days. You can probably get your first sale. Green doesn't mean it's going to be the most lucrative, because there could be very lucrative whites as well. But green is just, it's a bit easier to get it up and running. It'll take you less time to get product shots, less time for research. It's just, it's a no-brainer. Gold means I am selling it. I have sold it in the past. I'm planning to sell it in the future. One of those three things. And it does not mean stay away by all means. It means come on in. Competition, ladies and gentlemen, is actually healthy. And a lot of people in the Freedom Club get afraid to show their websites. I say, screw that. I'm happy to share with you everything that I do because it's competition that keeps us on the cutting edge of e-commerce. It's competition that we learn from. I certainly learn things by looking at people's websites, and you'll learn things by looking at my website, and together we'll make our websites better. Competition is the driving force behind e-commerce, and it's not going away. So you will find other people selling the same products that you want to sell. You will sell other products that other people are selling. It is natural. What I need to ask of you is one thing. If you see someone else's website, I don't care if they're in the Freedom Club, I don't care if they're a big brand. If you see another website that is doing quite well and you want to sell that product, go for it. Jump on in, sell that product. But please do not copy and paste their copy. Do not steal their images, and do especially not steal their videos. Any one of those three things can get you banned from Shopify. Any one of those three things can get you banned from Facebook. And yes, they might give you a warning. They might not. They might just ban you. But we got to be really careful. We can get inspired by someone's website. We can get inspired by their idea. But the point is to learn from what they're doing and do your best to implement something even better. That's how you win at this game. I've certainly got many competitors on my Homecraftology store, thousands of competitors. I'm still in the game. I've still been doing this 8-9 years now. And this style of how you present one of these kits, I invented that. I invented this look where you would zoom in and have these color-coded diamonds here. I made that happen. And I hired a team to continue doing that for me. And I was really surprised when every other store started doing something kind of similar. I wear it as a badge of honor. That was my idea. And now everybody copies it. But there are some that do it better, I must admit. But you can't stop it. All right, anyway. We're here to find you your first dropshipping product. Now, the next thing I'll say about my list is you probably will go through this looking at June going, there's some good products here in June. And you might go and have a look at May. There's some good products here in May. What you probably will feel like you don't want to do is go back in time. But the thing is, you go further back in time in this sheet, you're going to find stuff. Now, let's just pick one. Let's just pick one. Feminine gummy bears. Are they still running? Is the website still up? Yes, it is. The website's still live. That's a good indication they're still doing well. Let's have a look at the Facebook ads here. So click this link, go to the Facebook ad library. Do they still? Oh, they don't have any ads running. Not a good sign. So maybe that one deserves to be more of an orange now. Let's pick another green one. Magnetic eyelashes. Is the website still live? Yes, it is. Do they still have ads running? No, they do not. Not such a good idea. We'll put that in as orange. What's another one? Kids bath filter. Okay, do these guys have a website still? They do. Are these guys still running ads? Yes, they are. And they haven't touched their ads since bloody December. Those ads haven't been touched for 6 months. This is an example of a killer product. An absolutely killing it product. That is gold, even though I never ran it. I wanted to. I never got around to it. But by all means, go for it, guys. So don't be afraid to go back in time and check the ads. This is the Facebook ad library. This is a free tool that once you publish your ads on Facebook, your ads go here no matter what. So you can see what everybody is running. And that's why people can't hide anything anymore. So click the link, go through their ads, see how long they've been running. And if they've been running this long, what that means is they haven't changed their ad or edited it or done anything to it. It's just been sitting here making money. Because you don't leave an ad on if it's not making money, because you just end up losing money. Alicia, you got your first meeting with Jimmy tomorrow too. Funny, you've gone back to the start of my sheet, Chris. 90% of the ones that I said were red have closed stores. Only done a few sheets. Yeah, Red? Yeah, red's bad. Of course they got closed stores. Of course they got closed stores. But keep going through. I should allow you guys... could I allow you guys to edit this so that you can put things red? No, I'd rather keep control of it. I really would. All right. Let's go find some new products. Now, there's two ways that I find products. If I'm looking for a ballpark way to find products, if I'm not even sure what niche I want to be in yet, the tool that I use at the moment is called... damn, what is it? What's the tool that I use? Trend Tracker. Trend Tracker. Trend Tracker. This guy right here. This is my favorite spying tool. It is incredible. It allows you to pick a niche and search any niche in the keywords here. For example, I'm in the sleeping niche. So I want to find stores that are selling sleeping products. I search for sleeping, and I can see here the sleep company. Okay. What do you guys sell? Let's take a look. I can see that their traffic over time is increasing on average. The number of ads that they have is increasing. This is a solid looking store. It's not a product that I'm interested in selling, but they are doing well. And now I can see all the similar shops selling similar things. I can start to see all of their ads that are running. So it's a quick way for me to determine if an idea is a good idea and what other people are running these ads. So Trend Track is amazing. It can also do ad spying, which is what we're going to be doing shortly. Now, ad spying is an incredible way for us to find new products. Trend Tracker does it pretty well. I give it a good solid 8 out of 10 for their ad spying. And for their shops, the shop spying, I give it a 10 out of 10. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Is Trend Tracker better than the Mini? They're two different tools. They're two very different things. Trend Track is an overall overview of what's happening in the market right now with enormous amounts of data. And in that respect, it wipes the floor with Minia. Absolutely decimates it. But Trend Track is also quite expensive. Now, if you do want to get access to this tool, I can give you my code here. This is an affiliate code. It will get you 20% off. I have a membership to Trend Track. I use it when I'm in between niches trying to figure out where I'm going to jump into next. I like to jump in to make stores all the time, guys. Not all my stores end up lasting. Sometimes I get bored with it and just shut it down. Sometimes I continue with it. I like to dabble in all the niches so that when you guys come to me and say, will this work? I like to have a good idea of whether or not something will work. That's the kind of product that I might be interested in selling. Damn. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I want to sell. I'm going to keep this tab open. Oh, they're doing ARC ads. I do ads like this too. Oh, that's funny. I have ads just like that for my snoring store. Anyway, I digress. How many stores do I have? Okay, so stores that are actively running right now and making money. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stores that are running. 1 store that I'm about to launch. So that will be the 5th store. And then I run stores as part of my agency. We run some large e-commerce stores as well. So there's a couple there in the agency that I run. I don't run those ones. I don't own those ones. I just help, help do the ads for them. 5 of my own personal stores though. I'm definitely at my limit. And one of those stores was a red light store. It was also a dog store. It was a bag store at one point. And so sometimes I run it, get a feel for a product, and then switch it up just because I like to be in the game. And I have spare time, and this is just what I like to do. All right, so that's Trend Track. The other tool is PiPi Ads. Now, PiPi Ads does ad spying. This is pretty much exactly like Minia, except in my view, easier to use and faster to use, and it has data from TikTok, which I love. Is Trend Track better than Minia? Like I said, Trend Track is its own tool. That's like comparing a shovel to a lawnmower. They do completely different things, and then are a completely different class for a completely different purpose. Minia is great for ad spying. Trend Track is for spying on stores and looking at niches. So if you don't know where you want to be, TrendTrack might be the best place to start. If you already kind of know what niche you're looking for, or if you don't even care what niche, you just want a product, I'd say that Minia is pretty good. Now, for myself, I prefer, if I'm going to compare, apples with apples, Minia should be compared with PiPi ads. PiPi ads is my favorite spying tool. This is what I use day to day. This is what I use whenever I'm on my stream. This is a code that you can get 20% off from PiPi ads as well if you want. In my personal view, not in Austin's view, but in my personal view, I like PiPi ads far more than any other ad spying platform out there. A question on YouTube. Hey, Chris, can you open 2 stores with only 1 Shopify account? Yes, you can. Or kind of. I always like to open the store up from like a customer care at wherever.com as the owner of the store. And then what I like to do is invite my personal email address as an admin of that store. And that helps me out because I want to be able to sell my stores in the future. Some stores that I only build, like some stores I build only with the idea that once it's profitable, I'm going to sell it. You can sell a store for, the last store I sold was sold for nearly 100K. So if you have a profitable business, you can sell that store and go make another one. That's kind of my business model at the moment. So when I do that, I like to open it up with an email address from the domain of the store. And then I also just like to invite my personal email address as an admin. That way I can invite the new owner as an admin as well. And then just give them the login details for the admin account. If you're wondering where you can sell your stores, and for proof that you can sell your stores, just go to flipper.com. Flipper is a marketplace for selling businesses. You can have a look at what you can buy. You can see here we've got businesses, ecom 500,000, ecom 3 million. I think last time I checked for Homecraftology, it was worth about 1.5 million US. So I am looking to sell that one at some point in the future. Okay, let's find some products. So we're going to be looking at products last seen in the last 24 hours. I'm only interested in America and Australia and Canada and the United Kingdom. We're going to sort these by... We did impressions last time. I don't want to see the same things over and over again. So let's choose something else. Let's just go last seen. Let's randomize this a little bit. So you only pay 1 Shopify subscription but have 2 stores. Yeah, that would be an absolute disaster for Shopify. No, you can't do that, my friend. Unfortunately, you can't do that. Okay. Pro gaming keyboards. Keyboards are in my sheet. I think keyboards are a great business idea. An absolutely great business idea. You start off with one design. Look, at this point now where China can make these awesome keyboards, high quality, with all the parts that you want to make it feel premium for a very cheap price. You could build your own keyboard brand. It's on my list of something I'd love to be able to do. In addition to all the other things I'd love to be able to do. What's this thing? Is this one of those hula belts? This is already on my list. I told you guys this was going to be a winner. Look, it's been running for 126 days. And this isn't even the brand that I found. Man, that's going to hit your TV. You're going to smash your TV with that. You need to be careful. This thing is, from memory, a trademarked product that the trademark has expired. So that's a kind of a... Not trademark's the wrong word. Proprietary? When someone has trademarked their idea, is that the word we're looking for? Patent. That's what I'm looking for. It's a patented product, and the patent has expired. I would put that on the list, but it's already there. Black Friday early? It's a bit way too early. Is that an ice cream maker? No, it's a noodle maker. Cool. I'm actually interested. I'm very interested. I've previously mentioned getting products from Alibaba if they aren't available on eBay. How do you go about that? All right. So we recommend that you start with eBay. Why? Because when you get started, you're going to be able to ship them from Australia to Australia, so the customers get their order faster. It is a lot simpler than getting all of this set up, and there's no minimum order when your product is available on eBay. But I know you want to run a product that might not be on eBay, and you're probably like, how do I do this? So your options, you could just buy it directly from AliExpress. And I certainly did this in when I first started e-commerce. I would use AliExpress as my main supplier. The problem is the people who are running an AliExpress store, a lot of those are just dudes with vans who really don't care about you or your business. And they want to make the most amount of money. So they give you a cheap product, the cheapest version of your product. And they might even say it's the most expensive version of your product. They'll find the cheapest. And they will be shipping that with the slowest shipping option possible, which can take 4 weeks and give your customers an awful experience. What I recommend is we don't do that. I recommend you come and have a chat with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a link to my WhatsApp. And I want you to have a chat with me about fulfillment. And I will put you in a chat in one second. Where is my link? Here it is. I will put you in a chat with our Chinese supplier. You will show them what you want to sell. They'll tell you what it will cost. They will go get it and put it in their warehouse and ship it to your customers for you using their app. So all you'll need to do is just pay for your orders every day and they'll do the rest. Now, if they can't get your product, you may need to contact a warehouse on Alibaba. But my team will help you do that. They'll find the factory. They'll negotiate with them in Chinese. They'll find the best deal for you. And you can even go down the road of doing what I did with my snoring store. What's my snoring store called? No Snore Store. So this one here, I really wanted to sell this. I didn't want to just go with a generic one. I wanted to be completely branded. So I ended up buying this from using T-Fulfill, using our partners in China. They got this manufactured for me from the what do you call it? What am I trying to say here? From the factory that makes it, and we put a box design in. So the minimum order for this one was 100 items. So I had to spend $550 on my first batch. So that's the thing. If you're going just with eBay, there's no minimum order. If you're going with AliExpress, you get crappy service, crappy time shipping. If you go through T-Fulfill, you'll get a faster shipping time, and you'll have a personal assistant there that you can ask any question at any time, and she'll jump on and she'll answer your questions about your product, your shipping, your orders, anything. Her name is Sophia, and she's amazing. And if you want to generate your own product from scratch with your own logo and stuff, yeah, there's always an MOQ, but that can be negotiated. It's better off that T-Fulfill, Sophia calls them up because they speak in Chinese, and Sophia is able to negotiate. So for this one, the minimum order was 500. She negotiated them down to 100. So it only cost me $500 to get this one started. All right, we have some kind of a machine that looks like it makes food. Oh, and their store is offline, so we'll skip that one. That was fast. We're not here to sell gifts. Gifts are a no-no. Christmas sale. What are you selling? You're selling a printer? No, thank you. Slick Gorilla. Oh, I already used stuff from their brand. They're pretty good. Thermos. No, thank you. As if. That's like the most AIest ever. You contacted Sophia and she told you the minimum now is 1,000 units? No, it depends on the product, Yomo. Depends on the product. Every product will have a different MOQ because every product is made by a different factory, and it's the factory that sets the MOQ. Is it okay if the complementary product is more expensive than the main product? I don't think so. I don't think that's a problem at all. In fact, that could work in your favor. If you have a cheap upfront product, what you have there is what we call a tripwire product. Tripwire product is a no-brainer. It doesn't cost very much, very minimal risk for a customer. And you can get a lot of sales from a cheap product, but it can be very hard to make profitable because a cheap product doesn't have a lot of margin in it. It can be a great idea to have a cheap product and then you upsell them a more expensive one. So what's this one? A 4-in-1 dispenser. Interesting product images that they're using a dirty bathroom. I don't know if I like that, but everything that they are clean. Oh, that's really cool. A cool product. This is a really good product. Website's crap. This is a piece of crap website. But and this theme is it's just a shrine theme. They really haven't done much work to this, honestly. Okay, but let's take a look at their ads. She might like it. It's the minimum order is always dictated by the factory. So if you find a different factory, if you go on to Alibaba and say, "Hey, let's use these guys," she'll call them up, and they may have a cheaper or a smaller MOQ. Wandara. Did we find him? A gift shop. Interesting. All right. These guys are selling a lot of things. This is the same Wandara. Not you. Go away. Not you, go away. 4-in-1 dispenser. They got a lot of other stuff, which is normally not a good sign. When you see a store selling a bunch of random stuff, that's what I call a spaghetti dropshipper. They got no idea what they're doing. They're just selling a bunch of ideas that kind of make them a little bit of money. I don't see the current product that we're looking at with these guys. Oops, I don't want to view the page. What I want to do is look. Okay, this is what they're actually making money with. The Guffy suit. Good images. Yeah. No, thank you. That's just bloody weird. Weird. Okay, moving on. Who would buy that suit? Am I missing something? Am I old? I know I'm old, but am I that old? Who is buying those? Okay, that looks like a really expensive dog food dispenser. Do I have to approve the product before going down the Alibaba route? I have to approve all products. All products must come through me. Thou shalt not pass. That was dumb. That was really dumb, sorry. But yes, I do approve all the products. And even if they're going to be from Alibaba or AliExpress. Okay, we have a $450 dog food dispenser.
Meet the Houndsy Kibble Dispenser, the most convenient and beautiful way to feed your dog. More than 20,000 pet parents trust Houndsy to make mealtimes effortless. Traditional feeding often means inconsistent portions, messy spills, and bulky storage bins. With Houndsy, feed your
True.
dogs in 3 simple steps.
True.
Step 1. Choose your Houndsy serving size bowl. Step 2. Open the lid and pour in up to 30 pounds of kibble. Step 3. Pull the lever and gravity fills your bowl to the top. Perfectly portioned every time. Unlike bags of kibble or bins you open multiple times a day, you only open our kibble dispenser when refilling. That means minimal air exchange and kibble that stays fresher longer. A built-in auto-locking mechanism keeps clever pups and curious toddlers from...
Okay, so this is expensive and heavy, but it's got me thinking. You could probably find a dispenser, like a kibble dispenser, and run a kibble, like add this to your dog store, basically. This is a good idea for a product. It's overkill, and yeah, it's gorgeous, so it's designer. But I'm wondering if we could sell something like this for like 150, 200 bucks. I won't put it in the list. No, I'll put it on the list. Just as a dog feeder idea. I won't have all of the other stuff. I'm not too interested if, you know what, I do want to see their ads. The thing is, this is a very expensive product. So these guys have probably got really good ads. They're not really comparable to dropshipping, I wouldn't think. But you know what? We may as well take a look. Houndsy, 123,000 followers. Yeah, these guys are in the Homecraftology ballpark here. I've not even got that many followers. So well done, guys. April 15. So it's been a month since they changed their ads. Yeah, they're doing well. They are doing well. So while we can't copy that product, we can start looking at dog feeder ideas and see if there's any that we find that look decent. All right. Is that the ad? She's just playing with her hair. That's not an ad. Wonder if it works. Probably works. High pressure direct spray. Ooh. Does that actually work? Sorry for the rookie question. What is mock? Mock stands for minimum order quantity. When you order your product from the factory, so let me back up a bit. The eBay suppliers are just like us. They're just drop shippers, and they buy a product directly from the factory. And the reason why we don't buy it directly from the factory is because the factory only delivers to one place. They don't do drop shipping, and they have a minimum order, an MOQ. So you'll have to order a minimum of 100 units in order to buy them from the factory. So a person on eBay would do that, get them delivered to their home, and then up the price and sell that same product from their home and distribute it that way. That's how this all works.
Check out this pressure nozzle. Buy one, get one free. Fits any hose, dead.
That is 100% AI.
Even dried on cow. Adjustable spray for power wash the pen or gently rinse the cow. Perfect for the farm, yard, or even wash the car. Absolute must.
Probably a 100% AI. $18. No, come on. We can't make money with that. Sculpt touch. Your dream silhouette. Ah, is that shapewear? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend shapewear. No, we're not here for gifts. Oh, excuse me if I get your name wrong. Please correct me if I do. Rupinder. Rupinder or Rupinder? I think it's Rupinder. Hello, Chris. I sent my Notion template for 10 products. You chose to be approved, and your coaches are saying you need to group the products as one primary product and two complementaries. Yes, you do. You've seen and you have as seen in the image, not sure what to do. Your list, my list is with the main product and then link with the complementary and then link with this. So you'll need to submit your product through the way that the course tells you to submit your products. Otherwise, I won't get it in my approval list. And when I get it through a database. So I don't see what you're seeing. I see something different. So I can't really answer your question, but the coaches will be able to answer that for you. That's their job. What the hell was that? That can't be real. What? No. What is she doing? Surely that's not real. Collagen lifting body oil. It's only $19. Not interested. We cannot make... I mean, you could maybe make money with that. Maybe because you can buy 2 or 3, 6 a pack. That's only $60. It's only $80 Australian for 6. No. I just don't know how you'd make this profitable unless you sold one for like $50. You were trying to upload an image and it doesn't appear to work. No, don't upload an image. All I need is your link. All I need is your product link. So you put in a link to the product that you want to sell. It could be a competitor. It could be the eBay link to the product. Whatever it is, just to show me what you want to sell. Hey. What happened? Damn it. I was enjoying that search. Okay, we'll try again. Dropshipping. Last seen, the last 24 hours. Australia. Canada. Apply, and we're going to sort by... Yeah, we'll sort by last seen. Yeah, No, if you could please send them through the form. That way we can keep a track of your approvals, because the form allows us and the coaches to be able to check that I've actually approved a product before you run it. If you want your refund policy to be valid, you need to make sure that we do this properly. Okay, what have we got here? We've got science-backed insights for your perimenopause journey. Okay, this is great. Great product. Expensive, but we can't put together... I mean, unless you've developed apps before in the past, I wouldn't say this is an easy product to do, because it's got testing things and then a product here to analyze them, then an app to tell you, no, not worth it. Not worth all of the fuss. This product's been out for a long time.
I actually cannot believe this is how I used to sleep as a college.
I should sell these on my sleeping store. I should be like, you should take these on the train or the plane so you don't snore while you're on the plane. I should definitely do that. Yep, it's going on the list. It's been on there before, but these guys are still killing it. Travel neck pillow. Of course, we'll check out their ads. Of course. Where we may need to go and have a closer look. Not trend track. Where are you guys? Show me. It's a TikTok product. Okay, it's not on Facebook yet. This one's only on TikTok. So I'll provide you guys with the PiPi ads link instead. All right, moving along. Now, I mean, these buy one get one offers are fantastic, even though they don't actually have it on the website. But like a buy one get one offer is great because you can say the price is like $100. These it might only like when you talk with the suppliers, it's different with talking to eBay suppliers and talking to Chinese suppliers, right? eBay suppliers will nearly always give you a price per unit. Now, when you talk to the Chinese supplier, you'll still get a price per unit, but it breaks it down. You have a shipping fee and you have a price per unit. The shipping fee will be the same whether or not someone buys 2 or 3 or 4, but because the cost of the product is baked into the price on eBay, when you go directly to the Chinese suppliers, you can actually make it so that when someone buys 2 or 3 of your products, you make a lot of money. My snoring product here cost me $5 to make the product, $12.50 to ship the product to Australia. So it's a $17 cost whenever someone buys this from me. However, when they buy 2, it doesn't cost $30 for me. It only cost me $22 because I just got to add on the extra cost of 1 more of these. So I can actually, when someone buys 2, give them a very significant discount and still make a lot of money. And that allows me to do some pretty amazing offers. And that's what I want you guys to think about. How can you make an incredible offer? Hey, Chris, this might be the wrong live. Let me know if it is, and I'll ask you in the correct live. What tool and how do I use a tool to find inspiration for static and video ads? Well, this is one of them. What is the lowest unit price you think you could focus to get? I'll answer that in a second, Dina. Amon. Ways to get good statics. Higgsfield, my friend. Higgsfield is where you get good statics. How do I find them? I don't even look at them anymore. I mean, there used to be a website I used to recommend you guys to look at that would give you really good static images that it found out in the wild. And then it would give you a link that you click and you copy it into your Canva. But with AI, I haven't made a static ad myself in a long time. And what I do is I actually have a guy, and I use him because I'll show you. You know what? It's better if I show you. This guy researches my, one second, I've got to log into Upwork. He researches my product. I give him my product URL, and I show him kind of what ads I've got running, and I say to him, hey, what I want you to do is go and find, I tell him use AI to go and find all the angles for this product. And then what I want you to do is to make me a set of completely different products. They're all distinct with a really clean design. And so he does that. And this was the first batch that he did for me. So I can give you his link if you want. I think he'd be thrilled to take more clients. If you do use this guy, just make sure you tell him that Chris sent you. I don't get any kickback for this. So this isn't something that I'm doing to, as an affiliate or anything. But maybe he'll give me a few free images if I send him a few jobs. One sec, how do I get to his... How do I get to his link? Naveed? Where's your link, my friend? Upwork's changed. Give me a second. I gotta find out how do I find his profile link now. Contract details. Ah, there he is. Profile. I got it. Yeah, I realized I've had other people that I've worked with in the past, but I realized I didn't need designers anymore. I don't need someone who can make great image designs. What I need is somebody who has the ability to research all the angles, because AI will tell me all the angles. It's brilliant at that. It's absolutely brilliant at finding different ways to sell stuff. I just need someone who can put things together. That's I don't need to think about. and I don't care if the ad works or not. I'm just going to pop it up. I'm going to test it. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, I just turn it off. What do I care how it looks? Anyway, I diverge. Let's go back to the topic at hand. We're looking for what were we looking at? The neck travel pillow is done. Well, let's go find the next one. Oh, and look, I'm going to make this one yellow. That is 100% going on my snoring store. Right now, I'm profitable with my snoring store. I just need a little bit extra. And what I need is more products. I've only got 2. Christmas lights. Lighting is a great business idea. Christmas lights is a bit too seasonal. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. 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 Oh, hello. What have we here? Yes, translate to English. $49 for 2. Yep. Cool. We can make this work. I was saying lighting is a cool product. Let's look at their ad. The light supplier. $2,500 followers. So they've been doing this for at least 6 months to a year, no doubt. They haven't touched their ad since January. Camping light. Oh, that's a great product. That is already on my list. I actually tried to sell this for a different store. It would have been better in a light store. April 1st. Oh, yeah, look, guys. This is a great product. We're going to call these lights. There is your Facebook. There is your PiPi ads. This is the store. Now, what I love about this is we're talking about a store from the Netherlands. I love taking stuff that's working in another country, especially Europe, and trying to see if it works here in Australia. Chances are it will. Chances are it will. What a wonderful store idea. All right, we got time to maybe find one more, I reckon. iPad case, no thank you. How many people have iPads these days? Outdoor Nordics. Too seasonal. That's a cool bag. I've already had that on the list. Too boring. Oh, there's the Cocoon travel pillow in Australia. Never thought. I have thought. I don't think I've seen anyone selling wigs, but I do think that could be a good idea to sell. I really do. There's a very high markup on wigs, and there are a lot of women who suffer with alopecia who would buy these, and anyone who's going through cancer, of course. And I haven't seen a dropshipping store for them. You probably want to know a little bit about the hair and the types of wigs to be able to sell them. So if your passion is hair, I think it could be a really cool idea. Let's just go see. Let's have a little spy.
I absolutely cannot get enough of this beautiful funny blonde with multidimensional highlights.
Okay, it's a nice relaxing video there. Rare Gen. June 8, May 8. So they don't have a lot of ads, which tells me that they might be a small business. They're certainly not scaling. And maybe it's a little bit too niche. Maybe. I would come back and take a look. How many followers did they have? 6.4 thousand followers. So they've been doing this a little while and they only have this many ads. That's not a good sign. Nothing that I get too excited about to jump in on. That's unfortunate because it seemed like a cool idea. Nails, you guys know how I feel about nails. Nails are one of the first products I ever sold. I got a soft spot for these things. I'm yet to see a student start a nail store. I can nearly guarantee if you were to sell nails, you're probably going to make a lot of money. So I used to own a beauty store. We used to sell nail kits. I guess the big mistake that we made, this was early on in my career, the big mistake that we made was we made kits that were focusing on people who do this for a living from home. What we should have been doing is focusing on doing this yourself at home. And we were ahead of the game. We did this in like 2016 or something ridiculous like that. I think it was like right when I started Homecraftology, we did nails. And I didn't know. I didn't know back then. I didn't know. I have a feeling that it just wasn't the right time for it because there are nail stores out there right now that are absolutely killing it. Yeah, it's already on the list. I'd love to see a student come through with a nail store. I think it'd be great. And yes, if I do have time one day, I'd like to jump back in onto nails. Golf bag. Be too heavy to ship. But golfers have a lot of money. Golf is a great niche for dropshipping. I think we're just about out of time though, guys. So we have found this month so far, 10 days in, we've got 23 products. Well, that's what, not quite 23, but 20 new products just for June alone. We are still finding amazing products. Get your products in, guys. Get them in for approval, and I'll approve them as fast as I can. And if they don't get approved, you'll hear from me, and I'll tell you exactly why I'm not approving them, and recommend you to jump on in and find a different product. But get them in. Let's get you guys started. And again, if you are looking to jump the queue and get a kickstart so that you can actually hit the ground running and make money, you may want to have a chat with me about a done-for-you store. If you do want to have a chat with me about that, there's a link here in both the chats here on Freedom Club and over on YouTube as well to book in a call and have a chat with me about a brand build. All right, guys, I'll be back next week on Monday for more product research. Until then, good luck, and I will see you in the next one.